Feel that sunshine. It feels like it is the middle of the summer. But don't let it fool you. It's actually right in that time frame, into February, beginning of March. But I'll tell you what, if you're a largemouth bass fisherman, this is probably the best time of year to target a trophy fish. Now, I happen to be at a time where I've had 2 or 3 days where weather has been in the 60s. This is uncommonly warm. We've got a couple of really nice days. Today is day 3. Weather's gonna be almost 70 degrees today. This is perfect. Day 2 or 3, warm conditions, a lot of sun. Man, you get out to your local pond, this is when you catch a big fish. It's not about catching 10, 20, 30 fish today. It's about catching 1 or 2 big fish. That's the goal. This is really just it's an old cow pond that hadn't had cows in and around it in quite some time. But the way this pond is set up, it's got a dam side, a steep bank side, and then a side that's pretty shallow, right out on the edges. It's got a mud flat here. This time of year, it's all about finding that warm water. And when I say warm water, I mean 2 or 3 degrees warmer than the other side. And that's all it takes to get those fish to move from the deeper water to the more shallow water. This is also the north shore. So what that means is as the sun travels, this side is never shaded. It's getting full sun all day long. So we got a south wind blowing that air in this way. Everything is set up perfectly for this side to be a couple degrees warmer and hopefully holding those big fish. Take a couple more steps down. There's fish that took off right there, look. Wow. Look at these mud plumes that come out. Those are largemouth? Those are big ones. Those are big fish, whatever took off right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know what this is, but if it's a largemouth, it's a really, really good one. And I believe it is. Wow. This is why you get out early. When all your friends are telling you that their boat's not ready to go yet, you don't need a boat. Go hit a farm pond, walk around the bank, find the area that gets the most sun and is shallow. That's a plus 4-pound fish right there. Now, yeah, it's not the largest bass in the world, but I tell you what, that is a good, healthy, respectable bass right there, probably about a 4-pounder. Something tells me there's a lot more of these in here. How do you get this thing back in the water and get this line wet again? Come on, big girl. What a pretty fish. There she goes. Wind is blowing right here. Everything I know about fishing tells me they should be right here. Shallow, north bank, wind blown. There are thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of ponds just like this across the state of Kentucky. And I'll tell you what, for early season fishing, this is where it starts. This is just a little Cinco, and I literally have it with no weight, 0 weight whatsoever. Get their lips on one of these Cincos, they can't turn it down. The bait that looks like nothing, but works. Ooh. What about that? Oh my goodness. That was awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness sakes alive. That bass, I kept getting less and less weight because I'm getting a bunch of moss, and I'd pick that Cinco up and I'd let it drift. And I actually went down in size in Cinco. I like throwing bigger baits this time of year to try to attract a bigger fish. I went down in weight, or took the weight completely off and went down in size, and I picked that bait up right around these little dark spots, and it came up and looked at it, and I saw the fish. And when it sucked that bait in, it was gone. It was gone. That's about another 4-pounder or so. like I say, it's not a numbers game this time of year. It is really about taking a chance at catching the big fish. You gotta be patient. You gotta move that lure very, very slow. If you wanna catch big fish, get started early. And you may have to adjust your weight and your presentation, but man, how exciting can it be? Hey, that's 2 fish. I'd say both of them are 4-pound solid fish. Can't beat it, a lot of fun. Tell you what, late winter, early spring, you get a day. Super nice, especially 2 or 3 in a row. Be the first one out. Social media gets covered up with really big, large bass in February and March, and that's because that's the easiest time to catch a big fish. Now, it's not a good time to go catch 20, 30, 40 bass, but if you'll slow down, you may have to work with your weight and presentation. Oh, there he is. Oh, this is another good fish here. This is the time of year you can go out and catch your personal best largemouth bass. I'll tell you what, some of the largest fish I've ever caught have been in that February and March time frame. Lo and behold, these are the type of fish that are biting today. It's a great time of year to catch your personal best.